welcome back. I know I haven't posted a video in a hot minute, but nobody really cares because I have like 20 subscribers. So anyways, I've got my tea right here. I've got my one last little cookie, and today we're just gonna have a little chat, a little get ready with me skincare edition. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about all the products that I really like that have really truly changed my skin, but also some other things that I have taken into account that have helped, because I've tried a lot of things. And so the three main things that I'm going to talk about, two of them are ingredients, and then one of them is like a lifestyle change. I've done like probiotic regimens, and I've done like hormone therapy, I've done antibiotics, I've been on Accutane, like the whole, like you name it, I've done it. Now granted, my skin has never been like super cystic, like super inflamed and like broken out like on a deep unmanageable level, but I've always had acne and it's always been really persistent. I've had it since I was like 12, so for me the struggle has just been that persistence and that long haul. And what's weird is that my acne has also changed a lot over the years. So even though I've had it since I was like, 12 years old, it has changed. The acne that I had when I was 12 and 13 is completely different than the acne that I had my freshman year of high school. So it migrated and it changed, and it would only be in certain areas. So my battle all these years has always been, what's the root cause? What do I think the problem is? I'm almost positive that mine's hormonal, but you can't really stay on spironolactone for your entire life. Also, I don't really like being on birth controls because of how it makes me feel. So I am like all natural, all free of any human intervention, and I try to manage my cycle by keeping an eye on it and other stuff that I'll get into later. I kind of look like an e-boy, but I literally woke up like 20 minutes ago, so just bear with me. So in the morning, something that I've experimented a lot with over the years and that I've discovered to be really helpful is not washing my face. I do not wash my face in the morning, and I know some of you might be screaming, but if you have combination skin or even oily skin, maybe test it, because I was terrified to do that, and it ended up being like the best decision ever because it didn't strip my skin all over again. Granted, if you have a really good cleanser that's not too stripping or harsh, then maybe it doesn't really matter, especially if you're putting moisture back into your skin properly, but I just choose not to, because at night, my skincare routine, which I will make another video on, I do a lot of thorough cleansing and processes that I feel like last till the morning. When I wake up, like I don't really sweat in my sleep, I don't really get super like disheveled. Like I wake up pretty much the same way I went to bed. So yeah, I don't wash my face. Sometimes if I'm really dry, I will take rose water. This is not what I use. I just like this bottle because it's glass. I like to keep things in glass. I don't really love plastic. Also, I just like to reuse things. And I also thought that this was just like such a cute product. But anyways, all this is rose water with nothing else in it other than I take some hyaluronic acid, which I get off Amazon. Love this product. You might have seen it in some of my other videos. It's like $12. It's so inexpensive, and it's just pure hyaluronic acid. And I put several drops in a big container like this, and then I shake it, and then I'll just get a little bit of water and hyaluronic acid in my skin, because hyaluronic acid helps your skin retain moisture, but the order in which you do things and the humidity of the space that you're in makes a big difference. So then sometimes I will take a droplet of hyaluronic acid and just put that everywhere to get a nice layer of moisture before the water evaporates. It's really important that you get moisture onto your skin before the water evaporates. If you are really slow for some reason and that doesn't work out, I definitely recommend spraying some gentle water on your face to like reintroduce water and then sort of lock it in with hyaluronic acid based off of what I've learned. The next thing that I love, this product has changed everything, you guys. I finished it yesterday and I ordered another one because it is fantastic. It is the Face Theory Pore Bright Niacinamide and Azelaic, I think it's azelaic acid serum. Niacinamide is a fantastic ingredient. I can't even explain how amazing it is. Like, my skin, you can see where I had breakouts, where the scars are and the redness, and it's just like, there's not any more. Like, it's incredible. Now, granted, the other product that I use only at night, I will share now just to get the point across, is a retinol. And this is like the key to my acne. Like, nothing works as good as that. So that is like a major player. But this niacinamide really protects my skin's barrier and really just helps my skin heal. Like, when I put this on and drink a good amount of water that day and I get some good beauty rest, like, the next day my skin is looking amazing. Like, truly an amazing product. And I have like a little scratch on my nose here that I put it on, and it helped so much. Like, you can hardly even tell that it's there. I'm just blown away by this product. I don't have any left, so I can't put any on today. But like I said, I finished it. I've been using it for about a month. So excited for the next bottle to arrive. I don't really believe in eye creams. I've never really felt like they worked. I think it's kind of a joke. I also don't really have huge like puffiness problems or anything like that. So I kind of use this just for fun. But it's the Tula Rose Under Eye Balm. And it just feels good. It's like kind of cold, but it's not like menthol-y. I don't really know how it feels that way, but it's just like a nice little wake up situation. And I put some on my brow bone too to get a little highlight action sometimes in here. And it's just nice. I used Tula products for a while and I liked them. I just found that they were a little bit expensive for the results I felt like I was getting. I definitely feel like I get more results from Face Theory, which is significantly more economical. Then I will put on some chapstick. Usually I use this cucumber one by Burt's Bees. It's just nice. Sometimes I'll use something fancier, but usually in the morning I'm late, so I usually go for something simple. Then I will use this First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is like not the biggest size. This is, I don't know if it's the travel size, but it's like, it's about the same size as ones you can find in the drugstore for moisturizers. And it's like $14 at Ulta, something like that. I really like this moisturizer. I think it's great. It doesn't have any nasty ingredients in it, so I like it, but it's not my most favorite. Like, I've definitely tried other moisturizers that I liked a little bit more, but I just ordered a moisturizer from the same brand that makes a niacinamide, and I like put it in this website called like Acne Clinic New York City to see if it had any skin clogging ingredients. This one does. So I haven't felt like it made me break out. I still really like it. I'm sure that in the future I will use it again, maybe during the winter, because it's light, but there's like something emollient about it that I'm not necessarily crazy about for the summer. So I'm looking forward to the Face Theory one, which should get here any day now. And I will use about that much. And I like the squeezy tubes, because when you have acne, you cannot be dipping into these pots and having all of that bacteria just everywhere. Now, since this is my first product on my skin after the hyaluronic acid, I rub it around like this gently. I need a little more. But every product here on after, I pat. And the reason is just because I find it easier to move product around this way. Like, it's kind of annoying having to pat everything. Obviously, you still want to be gentle. But if you put on products after, if you keep doing that, you're just going to mix them all together, which may not necessarily be like the worst thing ever, but when it comes to like sunscreen and stuff, I just prefer to have like a nice solid barrier from the sun to protect from scarring. Sometimes before moisturizing, I will use Mederma. So Mederma is a really interesting product that I feel like no one ever talks about for acne. You use it for scars everywhere on your body. I have tried it for my acne scars, and I do feel like it helps a little bit. It's not like amazing, it's not like groundbreaking, but it might be something that would work for your skin, which is why I'm bringing it up. But I don't use it every day. You want to use this when you're going to be home all day, because if you use this under makeup, sometimes it can like pill and not mix well with other products, so it's important to not like rub it on top of this product because it will pill on your face. So just keep that in mind. Then I will use a sunscreen, of course. Super simple, guys. I believe in simple skincare. You don't need 1,000 products, and usually that just makes things worse, especially for sensitive skin types and people with acne. I have been absolutely loving this Paula's Choice sunscreen. This is my second bottle of it. I think it's fantastic. It doesn't leave a white cast. Like, it's such a nice liquidy formula. It doesn't make me break out. Hallelujah. And it's also relatively inexpensive. I think you should definitely be willing to spend the most amount of money on sunscreen so that you can replace your bottles as you need them. Like, sometimes I'm a little stingy with products because I don't want to run out of them, but with sunscreen, I'm like, slap that stuff on there. So I run out of this faster because I use the most of it, but it's like $23, $26, so it's really not that expensive, but you'll definitely go through it faster, or you should, at least in my opinion. So if you're gonna save up money for skincare, I think it should be to replace your sunscreens regularly. I use about that much. It's very liquidy, so that looks like a lot, but I rub it around and I pat. Now it looks white at first, but trust me, it is amazing. I feel like everybody always forgets their temples and their eyelids. Like, whenever I watch people's skincare routines, they focus so much on their cheeks and then they kind of go like that, and then they miss this whole area, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, how are you not aware that you're not even touching that part of your face right now? It drives me nuts. On my eyelids and right underneath, corners of my nose sometimes. Then I will take a little bit more and put it on my neck. And now, ladies, we are protected from the sun. So then that's about it for skincare. If I'm staying at home, I will use my aloe vera gel. Excuse me. So if I'm at home, that's pretty much all I do because I hang out in the backyard, so I need sunscreen. If I'm gonna be indoors and I'm not gonna be getting any sun, I avoid sunscreen just to save money, to save product. But if I want to be like a little cute but nothing too crazy, no makeup or anything, I will take my homemade little aloe vera gel like apparatus and just do a little bit of floofing just to like pull myself together, you know? You can also do this with an oil or just a brush. And that is pretty much it. I really, truly believe that simple is better. Simple, good products with clean ingredients that actually work. Natural isn't always better, which I've always known, because when you have skin problems for over a decade, you do all the research, you look up all the studies, like, you know your shit usually. So the last things that I want to mention are some products for the body, or to-go products. So obviously a big problem for people is like reapplying sunscreen. How do you reapply sunscreen if you already have makeup on? Like, this is like a big question, like a big problem. So I bought this product specifically for that. Usually I take this with me if I know I'm gonna be gone all day, which these days is basically never. But I like it because it is easy to reapply sunscreen during the day on top of your makeup. Granted, there are some ingredients in here that may not be awesome, that I did not learn about until recently. And also because it is a spray, and because there are some other ingredients in here to make it function in that way. It's not like the cleanest product, but if you really want to protect your skin and like have some sunscreen. I do like it, and I've never had any problems. I've never had any reactions. I've never had breakouts from it, so I like it. The one thing that I will say is that if you use this and you're spraying it on your face, obviously you want to shake it. It has a little shaker. You want to keep it far away like the usual, but it's really important that you like bring like a little handkerchief or hair scarf or something with you to cover your hair like this and then spray, because if it gets in your hair, it's like this weird silicone-y, greasy, it's not cute, and it will stay in your hair unless you wash it. So yeah, just be careful of that. The other product that I want to mention for the body sunscreen is this. I've always liked CeraVe. I've used CeraVe a lot because of dermatologists and having acne. Like, they always recommend it. It truly is probably the #1 recommended by dermatologists. It has ceramides in it, which are really good for a skin barrier in the same way as niacinamide. And it's zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. So both of these are physical barrier sunscreens. They're better for the environment. This lasts a long time. It does create a white cast a little bit, but I feel like if you put it in your hands and you really rub it and you pat it in the same way that you would your face, you can get away with it. Maybe that's not true for people of all skin colors, but for me, for my needs, I have found that this works great. And it doesn't make me break out. It's not super greasy and heavy, but it's definitely not the lightest body formula. But for my body, I'm not really worried about it. I don't really get a lot of breakouts on my chest. I get a few on my back and shoulders sometimes. I have a little bit, you can see, I have like a little bit of situations happening sometimes. But for the most part, my skin on my body is pretty resilient. So that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. Maybe you can get some insights into the simplicity of skincare and how things really just don't need to be that complicated, and usually that will be the better route. You won't waste so much money and it will actually work for you. So it's good to be back. If you like this video or if you have any questions, definitely leave a comment and let me know if you guys want anything else. Anything. Also, I know I mentioned that there was like 3 things that I do for my acne, and actually I think I'm gonna save that for the nighttime routine, not to give you like a total cliffhanger, but I just feel like it makes more sense for the nighttime routine because it's more relevant there. So I'll get into that in that video, which will be next. Stay tuned. Sorry. Oh, also guys, I want to show you what I keep my skincare products in, because I keep them out on the counter, but I got this cute little container from Target, and this is what I keep them all in. It just keeps it super organized and easy. Everything's consolidated and it's just like less cluttered feeling this way. So love this. I'm sure you could, oh wait, no, this was not Target. This was Five Below. Just want to see Cosmo being super cute. Look at the baby. He's so cute. Also, this whole time, you guys have been stacked up on all my Harry Potter books. Who knew years later they'd come back in handy?